setting up your Ender 3 or Creality Ender printer with the CRtouch bed leveling system. That's what we're going to cover today. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. You may have seen our other videos where we upgraded our Ender 3 printer, 3D printer, with a dual Z motor with a upgraded 32-bit module or board, control board, and the CRtouch bed leveling system. If you haven't seen those videos, I recommend you check those out. Then you can see how we got where we are today. But today it is finally time to actually configure and set up our CRtouch bed leveling system. So we're gonna go over to the printer in a minute, and then we're gonna cover everything that I'm gonna do from start to finish. This is right after you've done the install. What are you gonna do? You want to watch this video because we actually are gonna cover something that not a lot of the other videos go over. They just kind of show you, here it is, and then here's how you use it. There's some key points that they're missing, and I'm gonna cover that in this video. So here we are at the 3D printer. We're gonna turn it on first. So I'm gonna turn that on like that. That's gonna power this guy up. Now this is running our 32-bit bed leveling system. And the first thing I wanna do is pull up on here and just home the systems. So now we've auto-homed our printer. We've got a huge gap, as you can see right there. If I stick my paper in there, it's like tons and tons of gap. So now what we need to do is go to move axis on the screen. We're gonna go to move Z, and then we're gonna need to move this. Now some people would start right at the 10 millimeter. We'll try 10. But 10, oh no. 10 takes us down to 0, and it's starting to drag. So now I'm gonna go down to 0.1 millimeter, and all I wanna do is just turn it while I slide my paper in and out. So I've gone down as low as it'll let me go, and it's still not quite dragging as much as I like it to. You can see kind of the gap. It's getting closer, but we want to get a little closer than that. So now I'm going to go to probe Z offset. Now this is where I can go plus or minus on my offset. So I'm going to turn that down until it does drag. It's starting to drag now. I can feel the resistance on there at minus 0.2. There, minus 0.3, minus 0.4. That's probably perfect at minus 0.04. So now what I want to do is go back to my main screen, and then I want to print from media. This is now where I'm going to use my print bed leveler G-code. And then I'm gonna say print. And then this is gonna allow me to do a traditional bed leveling. The reason why this is gonna be important is because I want the bed to start at the right level. So there you can see it's checking my level here before it does the print. And now it's gonna go over here and drop into the first position. But it's not good at all. So I'm gonna go through a traditional bed leveling. And the reason why I wanna do that is because if it's tilted at an angle in any one direction, the bed leveler will make up for it, but it'll be doing a lot of Z height adjustment trying to make up for a tilted bed. So by doing this, I can now just lock it into position and get this as level as possible so that when I do the automatic bed leveling, it works out much better for the machine. It doesn't put as much wear and tear on it. And this is the step that a lot of people skip. They don't show you this because this will mask unleveled bed. But we want to level it the best we can. Okay, so now we just follow the traditional bed leveling procedure, which is to turn this until it starts to drag like that. Then we click next. Now it'll move to the next position. Now it's not critical that we get this perfect because we do have an auto bed leveler, but it would be nice. It's actually already pretty good. All right, we'll go to the next. So this is just gonna go around and lower it and allow us to use the paper to check it. It's important to note, if you have any filament in your printer head, it will wreck these results. So it's important that you heat up your printer head just to get any filament that might be dried there off. Now I know I don't have any on here because I heated it off camera. Okay, then we'll go to the last one. If you want this file, I will put a link in the description where you can find it so you can do this yourself. And then it's going to go to the middle of the bed to check the middle. And then if this is just the rough adjustment, you'll actually go around again to check the fine adjustment. So in the middle, it's a little bit on the loose side. So because of that, I'm going to allow it to go through all of the corners again for the fine adjustment. So like right off the bat, I can tell that one's a little bit too low. Perfect. Now it goes in a different pattern than the first time, which is okay. It doesn't matter as long as we get the 4 corners and then the middle is okay. So with any luck, that'll be good. It's not. Okay. Now it's going to go to the far corner. Oh no, I guess it's going to go back to the middle. The middle's too tight now, so probably this corner is too high. It is. And again, this doesn't need to be perfect because our auto bed leveler is going to make up the difference. But I would like it to be close. I think I already told you guys that. And then that's it. So now it should be good. Now the next step that we're going to do, once we've done our manual bed level, is we're going to go to motion right there. And we're going to go to level bed. And then this is going to go through and take bed level measurements at every point across here. So you're going to watch that go. So it's taking our readings at all 4 corners right now. And this is just reading where the bed level setting is. So it's important that we do the manual bed leveling first so that when it does this step, it's going to be accurate. And then we can save those results into the main module. There we go. That is done. And then we're going to go to configuration and we're going to store the settings. Just like that. So now our settings are stored. That's all we need to do here, but we do have something to do at the computer. So now on our computer, we want to go to our cutting utility. In this case, I'm using Ultimaker Cura 5.3. You can use whatever you want, but this is the one that I use. We're going to go to Preferences. We're going to go to Configure Cura. Then we're going to go down to Printers right here. Then we're going to go to Machine Settings. And on the Start G-code, you want to look for one that says G28, Home All Axes. And then you want to push Enter and then add this code right here. So the code is G29, and G29 is the auto bed leveling code. So I added this comment here to say auto bed leveling. That's just so I know what it is. Anything after that semicolon is not actually executed. It's just a note to you. G29 is the code to actually execute a bed level prior to doing your print. Once we're done that, we can close this. That will save those settings on our Ender software. You can do the same thing if you're using Creality Slicer. So here on Creality Slicer, you can do the exact same thing. Go to Preferences, Configure, Printers. It's very similar to what you already saw. Machine Settings, and then same deal in here. So this one does not have, it has G28 Home, but it doesn't have G29. So you can go G29 Auto Bed Level. And then that will save that to our Creality slicing software. So it doesn't matter what software you have, as long as you are using something and you put that setting or that command in so that before you do any print, it will automatically do that bed leveling process for you. Now that you've seen how this whole thing gets set up and how to use it, what are you going to do? Are you going to consider this upgrade? If you've done this upgrade, let us know in the comments how it's worked out for you. We are about to do our first test print that I have been waiting 2 years to try and get right. I've had tons of failed attempts, but I've never got this to work, and we are finally, after investing a little bit more money, pimping out our Ender 3 printer, I'm going to try and print a He-Man sword, which I hope it works out. That's what this whole thing was purchased for. So if it doesn't work now, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll throw it out and give it away to one of you guys, and maybe you can make it better. But I think we'll be able to get it this time. Let me know in the comments if you've got experience. I want to hear all about what you guys have used this for. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.